Frame 913 contained a man standing behind the victim, but the camera had been facing a blank wall. Case file TR 8130. The Twilight Registry received the first report from a town whose map still shows streets that were paved over in 1978. The caller did not give her name. She only said the houses had begun remembering their missing rooms, and that every mirror in town was reflecting an upstairs hallway nobody had built. The registry does not investigate hauntings. Hauntings imply a past event, a place where grief became stuck. This was different. This was an event still learning how to happen. The town was Bellwether. Population 914 when the census was printed, 912 when the first officer arrived, and 911 by the time he found the school photographs in the diner freezer. Witnesses agreed on one detail. The anomaly began with ordinary maintenance. A county crew opened a sinkhole at the end of Birch Lane. Instead of broken pipe or tree roots, they found wallpaper under the asphalt. Blue flowers, water-stained plaster, a child's height marks scratched beside a light switch. The walls continued down farther than their lamps could reach. By dusk, every home on Birch Lane had acquired a new interior door. No two doors matched. One appeared behind a refrigerator. One replaced a family portrait. One was found inside a closet that had always been too shallow for coats. Behind each was the same hallway, narrow and sloping, lit by a bulb that pulsed like something sleeping. The official instruction was simple: do not open the doors. No one obeyed it for long. Evidence item A is a recording from Mrs. Vale, age 71, who lived alone in the yellow house across from the church. Her voice is calm for the first 3 minutes. She describes a hallway smelling of hot dust and pennies. She describes picture frames hung too high to see. Then she says her mother's voice is calling from the second room on the left, although her mother had died before Bellwether had a post office. At minute 4, Mrs. Vale asks, "How did you get so young?" At minute 6, a second voice answers with Mrs. Vale's voice, but without breath. Registry Field Agent Mara L. received the tape after the county sheriff found Mrs. Vale sitting at her kitchen table, alive, unharmed, and unable to remember the existence of doors. The new door in her closet had vanished. In its place was a smooth wall covered with blue flower wallpaper. Agent L entered Bellwether at 03:12 on a Thursday morning. She reported dense fog, no bird song, and porch lights turning off as she passed, one by one, as if the houses were closing their eyes. Her first sweep found 11 doors. Her second found 17. By noon, she had stopped counting because several doors were now inside people. The first internal door was reported by a paramedic examining a boy named Caleb Rusk. Caleb complained of a knocking in his chest. The paramedic heard it through the stethoscope. 3 taps. Pause. 3 taps. An X-ray showed a small brass knob where the heart shadow should have been. Caleb said that when he slept, someone opened him from the inside and looked out through his mouth. The registry quarantined the clinic. Caleb's mother broke quarantine after hearing her son laughing in a voice she had not heard since kindergarten. She opened the exam room. Caleb was gone. On the bed lay a folded hallway runner, still warm, patterned with blue flowers. The security footage came from laundrette number 4, a place with 13 dryers and no posted address. Frame by frame, the man approached from behind the image itself, pressing his palms against the glass of the recording. His mouth formed words before he had a face. Enhancement revealed he was not behind the victim. He was behind the timestamp. Every clock in the building lost 9 minutes, except the dryer containing a folded uniform from a job no one had yet applied for. The final recovered document is Agent L's field note, written on the back of a grocery receipt in red pencil. It reads, "If a house is a body from memory, then Bellwether is being worn by something that outgrew its first skin." At 1944, all new doors in town opened at once. Residents described no monster, no figure, no face. They described perspective. They said the town suddenly felt like a dollhouse being held near an enormous eye. Rooms leaned toward that attention. Floors softened. Old arguments repeated from vents. Lost teeth rained from attic stairs. A woman saw every birthday cake she had ever had stacked in her bathtub, candles lit under water. Agent L ordered evacuation. The highway did not cooperate. Cars leaving Bellwether passed the same mailbox every 12 minutes. The name on the mailbox changed each time. By the 5th pass, drivers recognized their own childhood handwriting on the side. At 21:03, the church bell rang from beneath the ground. At 21:04, the town disappeared from satellite imaging. At 21:06, Bellwether called 911. The dispatcher asked for the emergency. 911 voices answered together. There is someone at the door. The registry sealed the county road with concrete barriers and false construction notices. Aerial maps now show a reservoir where Bellwether stood. No reservoir exists. Local fishermen avoid it anyway. They say that on foggy mornings, a door floats upright in the water, and if you listen at the keyhole, you can hear a town pretending not to breathe. Unresolved final note. Last winter, a blue flower wallpaper sample appeared in the registry evidence locker. No courier logged it. No agent admitted placing it there. On the back, in pencil, were 12 height marks. The highest one was labeled Bellwether, age 6.